Cool. All right, man. We live, dog. What's up?
Just chilling here, man. Bumped into my homeboy from the old middle school reunion, kind of. I was over here begging for money on the street corner. To the average ballers, the ones that come up and fall off. I kind of fell off, if you see where I'm at. But we decided to chop it up, so we're gonna answer some questions and go through this thing and see what's good.
Yeah. So what's your name, man? I know your name, but tell everybody your name.
My name's Abram Garcia.
Yeah, man.
43
it's
years
good
old.
seeing you.
And good seeing you too, man. It's been a while.
I pulled up, man. I was like, is that my dude from back in the day?
He's not holding a sign for free food and shit.
Shit, man. Shit, no disrespect, man. I got you. We're gonna hook you up, man. You the boy. Back in the day, hell yeah. I used to be the coolest dude on the track field as a gangster, but sometimes in the life of drugs, you know, it could bring you down to being poor and homeless, or it could bring you up. You know, the game changes. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So what are you doing out here? So I seen you pulled up, man.
My story is that I was hustling drugs, meth, and I had got popped once by the cops. And it's like when you're on top and you get popped and a lot of people money and you fall off, or you stay in the game too long, sometimes you could become addicted and the dope fiend used to make fun of, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it kind of all hit me at once in an avalanche, and it kind of brought me the value. My brother said, while you're above in the game, you should buy your car and get a legit job instead of staying around till it siphons you in and you become part of the product. You know what I mean? Instead of dealing the product, you're doing the product. You know what I mean? But it's kind of happened like the Chris Rock thing in New Jack City. You know what I mean? He got robbed by undercover and ended up becoming a fiend, and he gave him a job as a narc or whatever, and then he got shot and went right back to the system, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the game, you can stand too long and become siphoned in, or you could come up and change your ways and get a legit job, you know what I mean? To all the people that want to live fast. Sometimes it's a horror story, to other people it won't be, but to me, I was cool in the game and I made a lot of money gold chains, and to hold a sign and be poor begging for the last $5 is a horror story, you know what I mean? So yeah, so that's the life of crime, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it could lead you. It could lead you to a time of fulfillment in women. A lot of times they think you want to be that baller, but in the end, you wouldn't even want to be one. You know what I mean? To wake up with a hunger of a drug, to lose like all the respect you had in life for your mom, or stealing from people that you know, or be known as a bad dude, or even just a dude who pays his bills on dope. I mean, the most respect you could have is you pay your bills, but that still ain't shit. You know what I mean? In the end, you got to think like I should have went to school and like got an education or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I be thinking about when I hold a sign, or I see someone from back in the day, they drive with a car. I ain't even got a car, nothing, and I'm homeless. I was like, I should have thought about that, you know. At the end of the day, I was like, all the respect that you think you have ain't shit in popularity and cool. Because if you fall off and you're begging for food or the fucking dollar sign, like what did the game give to you? Nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like nothing. You know what I mean?
I feel you, man. I feel you.
And that's the price to pay sometimes, you know what I mean? If you don't get out the game and you try to make your decisions right and work a legit life, then you could get siphoned in and become the same clucker you used to punk, or the dude you used to laugh at when he buy 20 and you used to get his girlfriend and kick him out at night, you know? And it could happen to you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it happened to me, so hopefully from this point, I don't know where I'm gonna go because I'm 43. At times it feels like I'll be stuck like this forever. That would suck. But I did work all my life, so I do have a social security check, thank God, you know what I mean?
What was one of the last jobs you had, man?
Creamland.
Creamland?
Yeah, as a main supervisor, so.
Nice.
COVID kind of messed us up, and then I messed up my back by doing too much labor, you know what I mean? So I had to quit. I couldn't lift, and I got that, like being in the cold and the hot too much, so yeah.
That shit fucks me up too, man, that cold, hot thing. So how long you been out here on the streets? I don't know if you told me.
5 years. 5 years
already?
Man, I fell off for 5 years. I got popped selling meth about a pound, and after that, because I owed it for it, because it was fronting, I ended up falling off and becoming a bum. I said, fuck it, and then ended up doing the drug, and ended up becoming addicted to meth and shit, so, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What else you mess with out here, man?
Blues and stuff. It ain't no joke, though, you know, that shit'll get to you. Like, people think it's a good thing. It's not hip for a young kid to get involved in this, because you see nothing but bums here and losers, you know what I mean? No teeth, all the shit that we go through, you know what I mean? I always try to point that out. It's not the cool thing for a new kid to enter, because it's not the coolest concept, you know what I mean? I was like, I know my mom had to give birth better than to be on drugs or shooting up out here doing stupid shit, you know what I mean? I know there's a better purpose for my mom or God, you know what I mean, than fucking up. But sometimes you're in the right place to help people that were gonna kill a bunch of people, and you tell them, look, man, you don't gotta kill people, here's a good deal. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gotta go kill the McDonald's poor worker that's trying to feed his family, and you're gonna go rob and shoot him for a 20 sack, I'll give you a 20 sack, you know what I mean? Just to relieve that, you know what I mean? God bless, if I was in here, a lot of people would be dead, but you know what I mean? That's how it was.
Yeah. So what's it like out here, man? Like, just Do you stay up in this part of town, or you kind of just?
I stay in the Western Skies because the war zone has too much cops, and like they say, if you have a lot of pride, they'll kick your ass. You know what I mean? So they usually say you need to leave the war zone if you're too hot because we don't like all that glory. But they let you sell drugs. I mean, the drugs is a defilement to lose everything you had, so they'd rather see you do it and get defiled and lose your respect than to try to come up in a success off of it. You know what I mean? So.
Feel you.
So I stay in the Western Skies out here. There was a lot of riots out here recently. They tried to rip off the Smiths, and the Burks had to close down because they stole from them so much. But it was pretty wild because we had a lot of new people from Japan come out here and a lot of Africans in protest that they didn't get free money of the stimulus check. And it was wild. I mean, people were getting beat up and robbed right off the freeway, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I put a stop to that kind of.
People passing through?
Yeah, I kind of put a stop to that because I was like, that's some of the mama shit. How about we lower the price of drugs and just get them high as fuck and hopefully they go on a bench. You know what I mean? I was trying to help the community more than damage it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good, man. That's real because.
We grew up here, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, hell yeah.
What's your sleeping arrangement, man? What's it even like being homeless,
sometimes
man?
I sleep right here on the corner, right here in front of McDonald's, like right there. That's where I crashed out the other day and a cop woke me up. You can't sleep here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't even sleep at a park really because it's illegal after 10. You have to leave, you know what I mean? So sometimes I get in a bando, and that's probably worse. It's not the thing to do because you could get killed in that law, you know what I mean?
Right.
Better go in an abandoned building and crash out for a while just to get away from the spot, because if they keep seeing you sleep outside, you get arrested and eventually go into probation and get caught up in like a whole bunch of stupid shit of solicitation and all these things, the drug testing that actually gives you 10 years or more fucking around and missing court and shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, I slept on the corner for 5 years. I did get unemployment for the first 3 years and I lost it, and then the COVID came, so I hadn't been able to get a job, so hopefully I could get my Social Security and move on. At least I worked all my life, you know? I'm 43, I worked since I was like, in school, I was in high school, a freshman. And I started working my first job at Grandy's. And
you were at Grandy's, man? I didn't know that.
I was a deep fry cook. You know what I mean? It was fast food, but you know, I went to school and I worked and paid the bills.
I didn't know you worked there, man. I've been pulling up for some chicken fried steak,
I had to hook it up, man. One to bowl, man.
All the chicken fried steaks I missed, man.
Those are good, man. Hell yeah, hell yeah,
man. In general, man, you consider it dangerous being homeless?
Yeah, very dangerous, especially if you make a lot of money. I mean, people are out to kill you. Like, there's gunshots in the hotels. Like, 3 people died already for having more drugs than the next man. And even at night, you could get robbed or molested or beat the fuck up or taken from or killed, you know what I mean, just sleeping anywhere. Sometimes you have to break into an abandon and lock everything up just to sleep in peace.
Right.
And no one could know where you're at because they'll kill you for your shit, you know what I mean?
That's crazy shit,
so,
man.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
What's the main thing you do for money right now, man?
I'm holding a sign, trying not to do so much gangster shit. At first, I used to rob a lot of. Then I started going to prison for like armed robbery. It's like 5 years, 10 years, you know. And I was like, I ain't gonna go to that. I guess I'll hold a sign and be more calmer in my old age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do it the punk way, like the OG way to be just go and take this shit and come up on a car and then go to prison forever.
Right. Well, we getting old, man.
So I went the weakest way and just holding a sign and asking people for change.
You know what, man? At the end of the day, like, you're not hurting anybody. And it's like, shit, you never know who you run into. If you weren't doing it, you wouldn't cross paths, man.
Now, I know it's a good thing, so now you can show your listeners on what happens on a drug dealer that was a baller, that was hip, that fell off and became a homeless dude who ain't shit.
Yeah.
But that's why you get in the game and you leave. Because you stay in, it'll siphon you and you become addicted, a part of the product of the customer used to clown on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a club, but at least I have my respect, so I still have respect to a point, so.
Shit, we gonna make sure you eat today, homie.
Oh, thank
from
you,
back
man.
in the day,
Hell
dog.
Yeah, God bless you, man.
Yeah, shit.
Free food is always good. You know
man, we're gonna hook you up, man. I still remember you. I think you and Raymond back in the day, man.
Yeah, me and Raymond. Oh, man.
Remember we used to pass around the bean burritos?
We were cool, man.
We share a bean burrito, man. You guys would be chomping my shit.
I had money and they'd always try to come off me, and they didn't get a burrito, they want to fight you and shit.
Yeah. The burritos and slices of pizza, man.
It was you, Raymond, Nigga, and Trickster, Anthony. I remember you guys kicked it. Yeah.
Well, cool, man. I appreciate chopping up with you. It's good seeing you out here, man.
Right. And stay in school and stay away from drugs, or you could have me like that,
Yeah. Shit's all good, man. You still alive, dog. That's the main thing that matters, and it's good seeing you, man.
It's good seeing you too, man.
So you cool me using this on YouTube, man?
Awesome.
Word?
Yes, I allow it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Appreciate your time, brother.
All right, my man. Nice seeing you.